What if I told you that 5 seconds could change your entire life? Sounds crazy, right? But science and Mel Robbins say it's absolutely true. The 5 second rule is a simple yet powerful mental technique introduced by Mel Robbins. It involves counting backward from 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then physically moving or taking action before your brain has a chance to talk you out of it. The core idea is based on the fact that the moment you have an instinct to act on a goal or intention, you have a very small window, about 5 seconds, before your brain kicks in with doubt, fear, or excuses. By counting backward, you disrupt the default habit loops in your mind. Instead of spiraling into procrastination or overthinking, the countdown acts as a starting ritual, shifting your brain from autopilot to conscious control. This small action engages the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and focus. It's not about motivation or waiting to feel like it, because motivation is unreliable. The rule is all about creating action through a pattern interrupt, a psychological switch that tells your body it's go time. It helps override anxiety, hesitation, and fear by placing the power of momentum back in your hands, giving you control in moments that usually control you. The effectiveness of the 5 second rule lies in how it leverages basic brain science. When a person starts counting backward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, they engage the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, focus, and goal-oriented behavior. This shift in brain activity breaks the default loop of overthinking and hesitation, which are often driven by the basal ganglia, the area that controls habits and emotional responses. When you're about to do something uncomfortable or challenging, the brain's natural reaction is to protect you by triggering fear, doubt, or procrastination. That's where hesitation begins, and once it starts, it creates space for excuses. The countdown interrupts that mental loop. It's a form of metacognition. You're thinking about your thinking, and that pause, even if just for 5 seconds, creates a window to act with intention instead of emotion. It activates the executive part of your brain, allowing you to override fear with action. This is not about feeling ready or confident. It's about bypassing the emotional resistance and pushing through with action anyway. The rule provides a neurological pattern interrupt that gives you control in those small but powerful moments when your mind would usually shut you down. The 5 second rule can be used in countless everyday situations where hesitation or fear tends to take over. One of the most common is getting out of bed in the morning. When the alarm goes off, the mind immediately looks for comfort and tries to convince you to hit snooze. By counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and physically moving before the mental excuses start, you override the urge to delay and start your day with purpose. Another powerful use is during moments of procrastination, whether it's putting off a workout, starting a difficult task, or responding to an important message. The rule gives you a tool to stop the mental chatter and just act. It's also useful in situations involving fear, like speaking in public, making a phone call, or approaching someone new. The hesitation in those moments is natural, but the 5 second rule stops it from turning into paralysis. Even in emotional situations, like resisting a bad habit or managing anger, counting down allows for a moment of awareness and control. The rule doesn't guarantee perfection, but it guarantees movement. It helps turn intentions into actions, especially in those critical seconds where the brain usually talks you out of doing what you know you should. Mel Robbins created the 5 second rule during one of the lowest points in her life. She was struggling with anxiety, financial stress, and a failing marriage. Getting out of bed each morning felt impossible. One night, she saw a rocket launch on TV in the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stuck in her mind. The next morning, instead of hitting snooze, she counted backward and launched herself out of bed. That single action became the foundation of the 5 second rule. Over time, she began applying it to more areas of her life, making tough decisions, controlling negative thoughts, managing anxiety, and taking action even when she felt afraid. What began as a simple morning trick became a life strategy. She used it to take charge of her career, improve her relationships, and rebuild her confidence. The rule helped her stop overthinking and start acting, especially in moments where hesitation used to take over. Her experience resonated with millions of people worldwide who also felt stuck or held back by self-doubt. It showed that change doesn't require motivation or long-term planning. It can begin in just 5 seconds of courage. One small decision, acted on quickly, can create a powerful ripple effect in any area of life. The key to using the 5-second rule effectively is to take immediate action the moment hesitation begins. When you feel the urge to do something, like starting a task, making a call, or getting up to exercise, you simply count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as you hit 1, you move. No waiting, no overthinking. The countdown creates a mental shift and triggers your brain to transition from autopilot to deliberate action. This short window interrupts the habit of procrastination and forces you to engage with the moment. It's not about massive changes overnight. It's about mastering those small decision points that shape your day. The more often you act on them, the more confident and in control you begin to feel. Instead of giving in to excuses or fear, you retrain your brain to associate hesitation with action. Over time, this builds momentum, motivation, and consistency. Using the rule as a tool means practicing it daily, starting before you're ready, speaking up when you feel afraid, and showing up even when it's uncomfortable. Each time you use it, you prove to yourself that you're capable of making decisions that align with your goals. One moment of courage repeated often enough becomes a habit of self-discipline. The 5-second rule isn't just a trick, it's a powerful tool that helps you take control of your life in moments of hesitation. Start using it today and watch how those 5 seconds can transform your entire mindset and actions.